Hi, Dad! Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hyrule. It's time to be an idiot on the internet. Link is a cryptid. I'll fight you on this. Though, no, not really. I'm not one for violence, unless it's in video games. But just hear me out. Give me 5 minutes to try to convince you. Or close to 5 minutes. This timing videos thing is... For those new to this cryptid thing, cryptids can be a variety of different things. The official definition says that they are animals that cryptozoologists believe may exist somewhere in the world, but whose present existence is disputed or unsubstantiated by science. I get it. This does not describe Link, but this also doesn't describe a large amount of cryptids. First piece of evidence. Link can create potions. Magic, life, health. He's a witch. I hear it now. Witches are witches, cryptids are cryptids. I present to you Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga is a Russian cryptid who is said to take the form of a hideous old woman and is believed to be a witch. But is one enough? Lechuza. These are Mexican cryptids that are able to shapeshift into human-sized birds with the face of a woman, and they are witches. Second piece of evidence. The magical instrument. Link can play a song on the ocarina and change time itself. Okay, not impressed? This instrument can do so much more than that. It can make storms happen, it can make Link teleport, and it can even soothe enemies into giving him something very important. Try playing Saria's song to the Skull Kid and see what happens. But how does this make him a cryptid? Sit down and recall your youth. A cautionary tale, one of mystery and intrigue. The Pied Piper. You may say that this is a legend, not a cryptid. Well, in my Cryptids of America series, we all learned that there is a very murky line where those two things overlap. Okay, if you won't accept the Pied Piper, what about the Njoken, a creature from Norwegian folklore? This cryptid plays a magical violin, though it has a much darker end than the Ocarina of Time. On to the next. Let me check my notes. Link can shapeshift. In Twilight Princess, he is forced to shapeshift into a wolf. I think this one is rather self-explanatory. We all know of the werewolf cryptid. It's massively popular and most likely one of the most popular cryptids known to man. Specific examples. Fine. The Beast of Bray Road. You've probably heard of this one. It could very well be the most famous example of a specific werewolf in modern media. This Wisconsin-based cryptid has wormed its way into real life and left an indelible mark. I don't believe this needs any further explanation. Okay, piece of evidence number 4. Link is functionally immortal. Just hang in here with me. If he's not being blown up and knocked down cliffs or just stupidly diving into solid ground, he's being injured so badly he should die, but pulling through every time. Even if he does die, he resets, like a bad Tuesday morning, restarting over and over again. I want to say that there's a large amount of cryptids believed to be immortal, but there are a few. If you ascribe to angels and demons being cryptids, they are top examples. It's a toss-up on whether vampires are believed to be immortal. Some say it's only if they're not injured, others say they can recover from any injury. The cryptid that this aspect of Link reminds me the most of? The Phoenix. No matter what, he'll rise from the ashes and continue on with his journey. Last, but certainly not least, that magical weapon of his that bestows him with near godlike abilities. One of these aspects may not make a cryptid, but combining them all together, no one's going to convince me that Link should not be on a list somewhere as a cryptid to be feared. even if he is seen as a hero. I've barely scratched the surface here. If you want to know more about Link and this mystical world he lives in, pick up a copy of the Hyrule Historia. The information in this book will absolutely wow you. In conclusion, Link is a cryptid. Do you agree with me? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear everything you have to say. In my research, I also found the Dooflon, a cryptid with a stabby knife and no explanation why. But just look at him. Doesn't he remind you of someone else from Ocarina of Time? Hyrule very well may be a world full of cryptids that are just regular, everyday life. I could report on so many more. Don't even get me started on Princess Zelda. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to press that like button. It definitely helps my self-esteem. If you're interested in all things cryptid, monster, spooky, and scary, press that subscribe button. You definitely won't be disappointed. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.